film the car outside the showroom. Thank you to Lot Automotive Kenya for making this possible for us. Hii gari si kubwa tu. Before we talk about the size, anything else, let us talk about the numbers. So, under the bonnet of the lx570, you get a V8 engine that is 5700cc. Umesikia vizuri? Najua gari ni kubwa na si kwa mwili tu. So hiyo engine ni kubwa sana. Kwa sababu hata ukiangalia the LC200 is 4600cc. So huyu ni baba ya mubaba. Hii ni ya mubaba ya Land Cruiser zote, but it's the Lexus lx570. That lx570 engine sends the power to the wheels via 8-speed automatic transmission. So hebu angalia venye inakanyaga ground bwana. Unajua hata watu wanashangaa. Hii ni gari ukienda nayo mahali watu wanashangaa. So they say nobody loves poverty, and by the way, if you're successful, what you really want is just something that can set you apart. You want people to really see you in the society. You want to stand out. That's why Toyota has made this particular unit just for people who have really made it in the society. Compare yourself with the president of Kenya. William Ruto himself owns this particular car. So when you approach the Lexus LX570, it is not just the ordinary like the LC200. I want you to remember that this is made for the top 1% in the society. So the grille is the signature of Lexus in terms of design. Watu wamesema hii grille saa zingine haikai poa, ni kubwa sana, wangepunguza, but who are you to complain bana when the designers have done their work? I love the chrome that really, the shape of the grille actually trans and really hugs the front, and the car looks very aggressive. Inakaa poa sana. Then in the middle here, there is this emblem of the Lexus. That emblem itself actually contains sensors, because this car comes with safety packages, things like emergency braking system, front prevention collision, because kuna kamera hapa. So then hii grill kubwa usione tu ni madoido, there's ventilation. Hizi ni ventilation for circulation of air, unaingia huko. So it's not really, again, another reason as to why these guys are really making this thing out of plastic. Imagine if this was a hard metal and this thing really hits you. In case of accident, I think the impact will be reduced. So I think the plastics, hii inaitwa headlight washing provision, like inatoka na inaosha hizi headlights na gari inakuwa mzuri. Then here, do we call them the fog lights? I don't know if they are the fog lights, but they are, because there's no any other thing. Because the lip here, there could be a fog light here, but these are, I think this is not a DRL. They're just kind of lights. I don't know the name. If you're watching this video, you can really tell me. By the way, before we continue, I just want you to like the video, and thanks to Lot Automotive for making this video possible. If you want this car na uko na pesa, it is available at Lot Automotive located in Mombasa. So get in touch and we'll be able to actually direct you and also get you this car at a good price. So generally, I can say that the Lexus LX570 from the front has a good design, and it is not really bad. The grille looks okay, the lower lip looks okay, the ground clearance is just massive here, so you can navigate quite a number of bumps. Compare this with the Range Rover and maybe Cadillac Escalade. You can compare that. I want you to compare this Lexus front LX570. Remember, this is a 2016 model, and this one, this is the LC300 2021. I want you to compare that and tell me which one really excites you. Take your time. So in terms of design, things like lighting, there's a small variation in lighting for the front and for the Lexus and the LC300. Remember here, last week we reviewed this LC200. It's not LC300. So in the middle of the LC300, you just get the Toyota emblem. Personally, I think I like the Lexus because it is so much refined and it will cost you more. So Lexus LX570 come with 21 inches alloy wheels. On the side profile, you know, hakuna mwangaza mzuri hapa, so I'm really trying. Let us look at the Lexus LX570 from a distance so that you see. Hiyo light ni mbaya sana, haikai mzuri, lakini we'll try. So hii ndo gari from a distance, like the side profile. What you get are the chrome trims that also run on the door panels from the other side up to. Then pia ukifungua mlango hapo unapata ni, this is what we call this one, chrome from here up to this point. Here ni chrome. Let me capture it from the other side so that you can see it clearly, so you see what I'm talking about. How the car is beautiful. Hii si gari ya wale ambao wapati tenda kwa government. Hii ni gari ambao unapata tenda, then unaenda unanunua gari. Now we want to talk about this car, by the way. The argument is, if you know the Land Cruiser 200 series, like we've talked about this car, this one. If you know this car, remember it's a V8, but the LC300 of 2021 is not a V8. It is a V6. So basically, these two cars are the same. The Lexus, that black one, and this LC200 that is facelifted to LC300. So they are both V8, and Lexus makes about 385 horsepower. At the back of the Lexus lx570, hatujaingia ndani bado. At the back here, you get the imprint of how do we call this? We call it the Lexus. I don't know. That Lexus is there. It's written there. Then is the chrome trim that runs on the back lights, and also the carvings of the, you know, these rear lights. When it's in a car kama L, zimechora L up. You see, fake that shape. So I think the design at the back is very good, and also in the middle here you find this Lexus here. Then there's the lx570 that is imprinted here. So this lx570, it is Lexus, and the car is 5,700 cc, and it's a V8. But when you come here to the Land Cruiser ZX, that is the grade, then there's the imprint of Land Cruiser, then there's a V8 for the 200 series. So you see, that is the difference. So the back of the Lexus really looks really good as compared to LC300 and LC200. So I think this is something that you really need to consider. You can see parking sensors are there, and there's also another chrome trim that runs there, and where you put your number plate. Mzuri sana. Kuna kama Mercedes inatolewa hapo ba. Hii ni E250 Angalia tu gari, hata kama una pesa angalia tu, kuna siku utakuja kununua. Haya, we are continuing. So in terms of exterior design, there's also this spoiler at the back here. Then there's the shark fin aerial kind of. Hii inakuanga mzuri sana na hizo watu wanaiba sana, so you need to also look at it. Then you get this roof rail, this aluminium or what? Yeah, kind of. It's a very nicely designed car. So hapa ndo waheshimiwa wanasimamanga, and I want to show you inside. Before we get inside, we want to rate this car because even the accessibility of getting inside, how you can get inside, it's very easy. The side steps, so you can step on the interior of lx570. Yani naingia hapa nasikia ni kama niko nchi nyingine, ni kama nimeenda vacation ng'ambo. Juu hapa ndani ni kama this is very 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 nice. Yani it's fully loaded, everything here. Let us start from here. When you start from here, you get these switch controls for the milango. Huku unaweza control. Then these ones are the memories. I think this is for the seats. 1, 2, 3. These are the seats for memory, like in Mercedes, if I'm not wrong. You will correct me because I'm not used to this car. But what I know that I love this car so much. And by the way, quite a number of controls here. Nimeona hapo unaweka cruise control. Tunaita cruise control, adaptive cruise control. Yani unaweka tu speed na unaacha gari inaenda kwa hiyo speed, unatoa mguu kwa accelerate. Yani mimi sitaki kuongea. Let us start from here. These seats are adjustable. So unakuja hapa una adjust vizuri. Kama hii ukiadjust, hiyo ni ya ile ya juu. Wenye unaegemea pale, where you rest your back. Then hii ni hiyo ya. Then hii ni ya kurudi nyuma kuenda mbele. So ukiwa mrefu unasukuma inaenda mbele. Na hii ni ya hiyo ya kukalia. Hiyo hii hapa. So those are the control. Memory seats. Haya. Hatujaongea na wood finish hapa. Hapa kuna chrome camera na hapa. Na pia you can see the wood trim pia kwa mlango hapa. Everything is refined. And hapa kwa mlango hapa kuna pia kuweka, you put your glass here. I think hata wamechora chupa hapo, inamaanisha vinywaji unaweka hapo kando. Mimi sina uwezo, sina nguvu, mimi ni mnyonge, lakini nitaonesha tu hii kwa sababu you get inspired so that one day you can also buy this car for yourself. Hapa there's height control, there's differential, there's quite a number of functionalities in the middle of the center console here. Huku kuna controls sijaiendesha hii gari, so I have to learn. As I learn, something that is the signature of Lexus ni isa. Sijui kama inafanya, lakini watu wanasema inakuanga analog. Hii screen ni kama 13 inches, ama 11 huko. Haya. Then the steering wheel. You know, hata kama sina uwezo, even if I don't have money